Good morning, everyone. It is 8:44 in the morning, California time, and this is an update to the Plan Your Trade video for the 29th of July with the flat down pattern. We've already moved down below my roughly 545 level, down to about 544, actually down to 543. And I thought I would give you guys a glimpse of what I believe is likely to happen here. So let's take a look at this more on a shorter term time frame. Let's go to a 10-minute chart and try to play out what's actually happening here. You can see the opening price gap up here higher. You can see if we draw lines, and again, all I'm trying to do is just map out what I see in price coming across here, and another line coming across these rejection points. You can see that we've run into some support levels here. You can see from this deep low up to today's high, if we draw Fibonacci to these rejection points, that we have a very clear support level right in this 382 to 50 area. Funny how this very clear support level is acting as rejection through this move here. So what we have, this is actually going back 2 days. I apologize. Here's the opening price gap. So we can actually play and take a look at this from a more logical standpoint. It's not just 1 day, it is 2 days at this point. So what I'm looking for right now is for the downward trend to hold, find some support in this area, in this sideways rectangle area, and potentially attempt to move higher, which would still represent a downward trend. So here's where we open up here, and staying within this realm, staying within this open price realm here, suggests that if we were to trade relatively sideways the rest of the day, and again, trying to give us some room here. If we were to trade relatively sideways at this point, staying above this support level right here, we would be moving. Here's our relative flat down, back down into support, rolling around into this range, and maybe closing out the day in this area. To me, seems very, very logical. I mentioned to you that this would be a very difficult day to trade, that we would get very little trending here. Let's take a look at the new tools that I've got, which are over here. And you can see that we have been, let's turn off the pressure system. We can see that the Bollinger Band system on SPY 5-minute, when the markets opened, we're right here, was already in bearish trending. We had a little bit of a bullish reaction here that stalled out very quickly and went down to negative. You can see it rolled downward here, bullish here, bearish here, and we had this nice solid downward trending. Now we had the same type of activity that I was showing you earlier, strengthening trend into right here, into exhaustion. And then we had the same type of trend here, strengthening downward trend into exhaustion. So this has been very solid. Exhaustion comes in right basically in this area, giving you the ability to pick your exits. Exhaustion came in this area, giving you the ability to pick your exits. And now we have another exhaustion pattern setting up right here. Very solid downward trending. Now, again, what's important about this setup is that you are able to use this. This is brand new. I'm debugging it, making sure it works properly, but I want you to be able to see and use these effectively. So remember, taking a reasonable chunk out of the market, this gave you about $1, about a 0.25% move in the SPY this morning to the downside. And then this move here was even more aggressive. And when you figure that we got our sell signal back here at the beginning of this bar, let's assume we got in somewhere over here and it came down to a 0.3%, $1.76 in the SPY, two very solid downward trends. But now let's come back over here and add the pressure system. So the pressure system, we get rid of the Bollinger Band system, went bearish right here, beautifully in alignment with the downward trending, stayed bearish all the way through the exhaustion pattern here, rolled into slight rotation here, rolled down into bearish trending here, slight rotation into moderate upward trending. Remember, dark green is real upward trending. A light green is moderate upward trending, kind of like rotation. That's what this is, downward rotation, upward rotation. This is bullish trending. This is bearish trending. So, and then we move down into bearish trending, moderate bearish trending, bearish trending, moderate bearish trending, bearish trending, all the way down to this moderate bearish trending. So you still had very clean moves. You had to protect your trade here, which is what the midpoint of the ultimate Fibonacci level is. And the same thing here. We are above the ultimate Fibonacci levels here. So this trade would have been a very minor trade, you know, maybe 1/4, 1/3 of your normal position size. This means that we opened into a new area, got into this lower level below the ultimate Fibonacci levels. This could have been a more aggressive trade. Now you see we're rallying. Let's get rid of this. We're rallying. We're back into an uptrend. Technically, we would have seen a counter trend long right here. So this would have been a counter trend long. It looks like at the end of this bar. This is a 5-minute chart. We are moving up into bullish trending here. We have got bullish trending based on the pressure system. And let's come back over here to the Bollinger Band. And we are still in negative Bollinger Band. So that means that we are going to, and this is an adaptive Bollinger Band. This isn't your normal Bollinger Band. So this means that we would be looking at a counter trend long. We would be trying to target, ideally, this upper area, or until we get some sort of an exhaustion pattern up here. But ideally, ladies and gentlemen, because we're counter trend, that we have the Bollinger Band showing us that we're still bearish, we would be only trading 1/4 or 1/3 of our position. Okay, we are not trying to be overly aggressive. We are just trying to capture the best trade setups for everyone. And that's what these tools are designed to be, essentially tools to help you see and capture these trends. Now, obviously, we come down here to the 2-minute, you're going to see a lot better reaction. So you can see the trend is very clean. This was the 5-minute trend. This was the 2-minute trend, rolling downward right here, staying in a downward trend all the way down through the exhaustion into this deeper low. And now we've rolled bullish, 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 waiting to see if we go any higher. We are in the ultimate Fibonacci level. This is called the ultimate 382 level. And at this point, a move up into this middle level, that's the 50% level, or up into this top level, would be a sufficient target. So you can see how this works on just about any time frame. You can see the selling pressure I drew earlier from the buying pressure here. This was a good solid long up into exhaustion, good solid short down into exhaustion. We got some rotation, then we went moderate long for a bit, rolled into a very short-term congestion period, but still long here, giving you an idea that we need to try to stay long in this area. Caught the exhaustion area right up here beautifully, and then we ended up going short early. Remember, the pressure system went short here. The pressure exhaustion system went short down here. but the Bollinger Band system did not go short and rolled down into a short area, short trade setup right over here. So again, it's designed to give you a good solid filter. You can, jump the gun if you want and use it any way that you want. I imagine what people are going to be doing with it is that they are going to be trying to determine trade function using this system, using these legs. I call these legs. So this is, sorry, I have to keep doing that. These are a downward expansion of pressure, downward leg, downward leg, downward leg. Again, downward leg, and then a bit of a rotation upward and then a downward leg. So here's a bit of rotation upward, downward leg. But you can see that we're in this downward trending mode. Okay. And that's what I want you to be aware of, is that to see the bigger, broader trend. And of course, we come out to a 10-minute and you can see that we have technically been short almost all day. You see the filtering system here, very short almost all day. And the Bollinger Band system has been short since pre-market, since 9 a.m. looks like. So you can see the short, 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 short. Now we're getting over here into our long trade. Let's go back to our 5-minute. And we're still waiting to see if we get up into the upper range here, the upper ultimate 382. And waiting to see if we have any type of exhaustion pattern, which we don't yet. But you can see that we are still counter trend on the Bollinger Band system is still red. That means that we're in a downward trend on the Bollinger Band system, about ready to turn green. It looks like if we get a little upward momentum here. And what I wanted to highlight here is how easy it is for you to determine trends and how to pick trades. You just have to understand how to contain your risk. So let's go back over here to the rolling of price. We're right now down in this support level, this dashed line. Very important that you understand this is very critical support. If I come over here and go to daily, you will see that this is very solid support. Oh, drawing lines again. Here's that same dash line coming right across this support channel. We are likely going to hold up or try to hold up above that support channel, maybe close a little below it today. So I'll go back to a 10-minute. And like I said, if I could redraw this, we're more than likely going to end up near this support level here by the end of the day. Okay, let's try that again. So that would indicate a move maybe back up here to the open, maybe then rolling back around, finding some support and ending somewhere near the support level, I would believe. And that's roughly 545 and a half, a little above 545 and a half. And we'll see how it plays out. Okay, so let's come back here. All right, we're getting closer to our target level. We're above this middle level. The Bollinger Band system turned green. We do not have any exhaustion triggers yet, although this is a pretty decent, tiny little move if you're trading options. So you've gotten a 50-cent plus move in the SPY on this 5-minute chart, 60 now, 70 cents, roughly 80. Okay, keeps going up. At this point, you should be booking profits. You should at least be taking something off of this trade to offset your risk. And we're likely going to run into, I'll try to keep this running a little bit longer, but we're likely going to run into some exhaustion up here. And let's go back down to 2-minute. Yeah, see, 2 minutes already entered into exhaustion. Keep active. So 2 minutes already gone into exhaustion. We're almost already at my target level. So again, you can see how we got long nice and early, got long back here. This is the trigger that we actually got long on. So if we assume that we had gotten in on this moderate early trigger, we would already be up $1.64 on this trade on the 2-minute. And again, that would just simply be that we had 2 or more greens giving us a good solid move in a green trend. We would want our stop level to be somewhere near the most recent support levels down in this area. And we would just continue to let this sucker rip. Okay. So again, very interesting the way this is playing out. Sorry about my Discord channel going off. But we're again looking at the flat down trigger. The markets should just consolidate the rest of today. Don't expect any big news right now. I don't. I expect moderate rotation, and this means you need to be very quick in and out with your trades. Grab your profits, call it good, look for another. Maybe leave one runner on if you want, but grab your profits, maybe leave a runner on and wait for the next setup. Okay, guys, talk to you later.